Hello friends, my name is Bahroz. I'm a finance executive by profession and welcome to my channel. Now in today's video, I will share with you a pre-recorded video on PNG behavioral interview questions, where I shared all the secret tips, tricks and hacks in order for you to ace the PNG's behavioral interview questions. Now how do I have command on the subject is because I've worked for Procter & Gamble for around 11 years. I was top rated interviewer and recruiter within Procter & Gamble, not just for finance, but for all functions. And I was trained twice to become an interviewer and a recruiter at Procter & Gamble. Apart from that, even today, I coach numerous students in order for them to ace the entire Procter & Gamble hiring process. Now, since it was published, this video has garnered thousands of views and numerous comments from individuals who were able to use this content in order to ace their hiring process with Procter & Gamble. However, going forward, I will be making this video only available or accessible to the members of my channel. Except in this video, I will be sharing a few early minutes of this video just for you to have an idea as to what I covered in the video. However, for you to access the full video, you need to join my channel as a member. The reason I am taking this step is because I am at a stage of my content creation journey where I want to develop and establish a community on my channel. For me to do that, I want to give some perks to people who join as a member, and for me to offer them some perks, I want to create some content or leave some content which is only exclusive for the members. Now, it is not just this content or this particular video which will be accessible for you if you become a member. There will be other numerous videos, especially with regards to Procter & Gamble hiring process, which I will make available if you become a member on my channel. Plus, you will also have access to my WhatsApp number and can ask me any questions, to which I will reply in a couple of hours. In case there is a question that you have, a particular question you want to clarify, anything which can be covered on chat, I will be offering my WhatsApp number or my mobile number for you to get real-time access to me as well in case you have any questions. So you will have a lot of perks, not only access to this pre-recorded video, which I will be sharing along with this video, but also to other numerous videos on Procter & Gamble hiring process, plus access to me with any questions that you have on my mobile. Now, for those who don't want to join my channel as a member, there is still a lot of free content which is available on my channel. I won't be putting the entire PNG playlist that I have for members only, rather only a few special videos will be made accessible to members only. However, there will still be a lot of content which will be available for free. So in case you don't want to join my channel as a member, you can still access that content by going on my PNG hiring process playlist. Now, additionally, in order to make the decision easy, that is whether you should become a member to access this video or not, I will leave the comments that I received on this video from different individuals who were going through the PNG hiring process towards the end of this video, just for you to have an idea as to whether this video is worth it for you to really become a member or not. In case you're only relying to become a member on this particular video, I will leave the comments towards the end of this video. Those comments will kind of act as a testimonial or review to the video itself. Now, without further wait, let's go and check out some of the early minutes of this pre-recorded video. Now, question number 1 under the lead with courage peak performance factor is, tell me about a time when you were able to step into a group, take charge, get support, and bring about excellent results. Now here the interviewer is trying to judge your leadership capabilities. Like there's a particular group that is maybe struggling, or even if it's not struggling, there is a task which is given to that particular group, and you come in, you take charge, you become the leader of the group, or you are assigned the leadership of the group, and then you get support with regards to, could be time, resources, or budget, and bring about excellent results. So you go and deliver those results. So again, here, you just don't need to think about if there's a particular project which is already going on and you're jumping into that particular project. It could be one example, but even if you are assigned a particular project and said, okay, here's a particular project that is assigned to you, you're going to lead it. Please tell us how you will bring about the support with regards to resources, getting support from the top management, or getting support even from within the group, like making sure that the group which has different functions, they are all aligned, they are all aligned to the vision, and they give you all the support and all their best. And then how were you able to bring about the results that were required of that particular project? Now, second question under lead with courage peak performance factor is, give an example of a time when you were leading and influencing the direction of a project or team and had to overcome significant change. Now again, you don't really need to think a lot here. Any project that you're leading has a lot of change. So you can pick any project that you've led. A strong example, every time I say start with your examples, not with the question. So pick any example that you have where you led a particular project and just talk about it. Probably there will be some element of change in that particular project. As long as the example is very interesting and as long as you can really strike chords with the interviewer because you manage that project end to end and there was strong leadership in it, even if there is little element of change here and there and you're not exactly answering this question, it is still fine. The idea here is to share a leadership project or share a leadership event where you really brought about significant and great results. Now, third and last question under lead with courage peak performance factor is share with you tips and tricks that I read, learn and apply in order to become a better version of myself. Now in this video, I will share with you frequently asked Procter & Gamble interview questions and how to answer them. Now the reason why there is a list of frequently asked interview questions at Procter & Gamble is because at Procter & Gamble, every interviewer is given a guide before the interview in order to score the interviewee. This is the guide that the interviewer use in order to capture your responses and grade your responses based on the peak performance factors. Now on this guide, under each peak performance factor, there are lists of sample and guiding questions. These questions are there to aid the interviewer's interviewing process in case they want to refer to these questions while interviewing the interviewee. However, most interviewers, especially the ones who are newly trained interviewers, usually default to these sample questions instead of creating their own question. And hence, these questions become frequently asked questions in P&G interviews. Given the guide is a universal guide that is being used by the interviewers across the globe at Procter & Gamble. Now, why do I have command on this subject? Number one, I've worked for Procter & Gamble for around 11 years. Number two, I've been trained twice for taking and conducting interviews. Number three, I've conducted hundreds of interviews within Procter & Gamble and then later outside of Procter & Gamble. Number four, I've worked across different offices and different regions in Procter & Gamble. So I have a fair idea of what goes around across the globe. Almost all of these standard questions are available on the internet. What I have done is scan the internet and pick the questions that, basis my experience, were the ones that were most commonly asked. So in this video, I just don't only list down those selected questions, rather also explain how you should best answer them. Now, most of these questions I've learned by heart because someone like me who takes hundreds of interviews won't go every time in the interview room with a guidebook. Rather, I have these questions already written down in my mind and I have memorized them, and every time I go and sit in an interview, I just ask these questions. It is same with most of the interviewers in Procter & Gamble because they don't take the guide every time they go to the interview. Rather, at best, they take the guide with them for the first 10 interviews, and after that, they've memorized those questions and they just keep asking those questions again and again in their interview. It's not really important to know the questions because what they are looking for is not the answer to the question. Rather, they're looking for the answer to those peak performance factors. Can you demonstrate them in your examples or not? So while the questions are important, what is more important is when you answer or when you reply back, you touch on those peak performance factors and make sure that your example demonstrates that you've excelled in those peak performance factors. Now, in case you're preparing for the assessment process of Procter & Gamble, before going ahead with this video, do check out this video with the link above. In this video, I explain the assessment process of Procter & Gamble in detail, and more so, I talk in detail the peak performance factors at Procter & Gamble. These are the factors basis which Procter & Gamble judges a particular candidate that is applying for a particular role. So much so that they even use these peak